Hello students, in part 1 video we discussed about the meaning of development, different goals of different people and attributes of national development. Under attributes of national development we covered two topics, meaning of national income and per capita income. As you all know, why we are giving importance to these all points, these all topics under this topic, attributes of national development. By reading this, we can easily classify entire nations of the world under two categories, developed or development. So as of now you all know the meaning of national income and per capita income, because we already discussed these two topics in our previous video. Now moving to third topic under attributes of national development, it is infant mortality rate. What is infant mortality rate? Number of children that dies before attaining the age of 1, proportion of 1000 live births in a year. It indicates the development of health facilities. If it is low, we can say that health facilities are very good in the nation. If it is high, means many children are dying before attaining the age of 1, it is indicating that very poor healthcare services. So in Indian context, Kerala has the lowest IMR, infant mortality rate, while Bihar has the highest. So what we can understand, Kerala has a wonderful or good healthcare services in its state, while Bihar is very poor in this context, in this regard. So by reading this, we can classify the states of a particular nation. We can classify different nations of the world under development and under development countries or states. Now moving to fourth, literacy rate. So what is the meaning of literacy rate? Number of people above 7 years of age who are able to read and write with understanding. If they will be considered as literate people. So more is the literacy rate, more developed a country will be. As we all know, if literacy rate is good, definitely they will contribute in country's GDP. They will take part in the development of nation. They will give their ideas. They can improve their skills, and we have a data. India has a literacy rate of 64% according to 2001 census, and in according to 2011 census it is nearby 75%. So we increased it. So if literacy rate is good, 100% people will contribute in country's GDP. In Indian context, Kerala has the highest literacy rate in the nation, while Bihar has a very poor literacy rate in its state. Now the fifth point under attributes of national development, it is body mass index. In short, it is called BMI. What is it? It is the ratio of the height and weight of a person. It is a major indicator of the health of a person. But how we can calculate? How we can identify? If the BMI is less than 18.5, then that particular person will be considered or called under, will comes under undernourished, and if it is more than 25, then a person is considered overweight. So it is a very good factor to classify different nations under two categories, developed and development. So what is the formula to identify, to calculate BMI? BMI is equal to weight. Weight will be in kilogram divided by height in meter square. So by calculating this, we can categorize different countries of the world. So these are the factors: per capita income, national income, body mass index, literacy rate, infant mortality rate. By reading these things, we can easily, yeah, scholars, yeah, economists of the world can easily identify different nations, different states of a country. So this is all about attributes of national income. Now moving to next topic, Human Development Report. This report is published by United Nations under the program United Nations Development Program UNDP since 1990 annually. इसको annually publish किया जाता है UNDP के द्वारा. So what is the aim? What is the objective of this program? We can easily compare different nations, different countries, but there are certain criteria, there are certain basis. Number one, education level. Number two, health status, and third one is per capita. So by reading these bases, education, health, and per capita income, UNDP is giving its report. If it is good, on the basis of rank, we can say that this particular nation is called developed nation. So report is being published every year. Development, it is the measured on the basis of Human Development Index. So UNDP is providing rank, one index to each and every nations. It ranks 177 countries of the world on the basis of 3 indicators. So UNDP is giving rank to all 177 countries. So basis are life expectancy rate, literacy rate, and per capita income, which I have already told you. Now India's rank on HDI in the year 2009 is 131, and it is medium developing country. So India stood 131. So by reading this, we can say that Indian position is bad, not very bad, but bad, because we stood at 131st amongst 177 countries. So we have to improve ourselves in these sectors: life expectancy, literacy rate, and per capita income. Now moving to last, sustainable development. You all heard the word sustainable, means for future generation. So it means it refers to a concept of maintaining the present development in such a way that it becomes available to the future generation. So we must make plans while we are using these things, while we are developing these things, so that our future generation will not suffer. But at present, there is over utilization of non renewable resources. and it will create problem. So my dear students, we should focus on this particular concept, sustainable development. When we talk about development, when we or our government focus on this word, we should think about the next generation also. So this is all about the chapter 1, development, of our economics book. Thank you.